Hey, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Men. So I was just doing like some cleaning around the house and I found this card. And I requested to get like net spend cards, and it just led me to some wisdom about being safe, how to shop online. So I know that a lot of the times when we shop at these places, often we want to save our card information, which is not good in the times that we're in right now, because there's a lot of hackers, a lot of scams going on, to where you never ever 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 want to save your personal information online. Don't ever do it, because it just makes you easier for whatever is going on in the world. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ. But something I thought about being safe was getting a disposable card. On that card, you will just put the money that you want to spend. And if you want to save the card to a website, then that'll be cool. We'll go from like Facebook and just be clicking on links and doing different things and go shopping with our personal information. We'll save our addresses on these websites. And again, this is just social media. So if you're not getting paid where they need your information, again, when you get paid from social media, I can imagine that they're going to have like different measures to make sure that your information is safe, because I'm sure nobody want to get sued out here, right? But when you're just a regular consumer and you're online, you're not doing anything business, you're just, not doing anything, that you are even thinking about getting paid, you're just watching social media, I would say to not have your information. Like, you don't even have to, it's not even necessary to me to put your real personal information on social media. Like, you can get locked out of your account. I remember getting locked out of Facebook. They wanted me to send my license. And I was like, why do you want me to send my license when I didn't use a license to sign up? So it'd just be different things like that. And then Facebook was going through something a few months ago where a lot of people did file a lawsuit against them because of the little games that people were playing on Facebook, where, you can pick this and we'll tell you your future. And those were scam links, to where Facebook just got out of some like $1 billion lawsuit. I think they're going to start paying people here in a little while. So having the personal information over the internet, if it's not, bringing in any revenue, is unnecessary. This is probably not the best advice, but I'm gonna tell you some real advice. You don't even have to necessarily put your real birthday. Like, put a few days after your birthday, put a year before your birthday. I know you have to be 18 years or older to use the internet, but just to protect yourself, that's an extra measure. Like, you don't have to put your information. You definitely don't have to put your address on anything, again, unless you're trying to get paid for something over the internet. Then at that point, there will be an extra security measure to protect your information. I know NetSpend, and then I get it, right? Some of these cards you can't even use, but as long as it's a debit card, I know debit cards work a lot. We want to use platforms that have been out here for decades. Like, NetSpend has been out here for a while. So this would be a good card to just do like some temporary shopping. Maybe you want to go get some J's, maybe a new coat or something like that. And this would be a great card to use instead of using like our regular card. Now, I'm not saying you can't use your bank information. I'm just saying when it comes to stuff online, it may just be better to do something like temporary. That's if you want to. And then also, like, another really good card is PayPal. I love PayPal. They have great customer service. You want to get like apps and things that actually communicate with you. Cash App, you can't talk to nobody. I don't know about all of these other places that's coming out talking about, Chime card and all these things. I just want to trust them. So if you did want like a little account like that, and then let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, if you are an adult, it might just be safer to get it. Stuff be going on with the banks too, but it might be safer to get a bank account versus getting these like Chime things like that and having them send your direct deposits. Like, these little apps like Chime and Cash App, this is like for temporary sending money back and forth. These apps are not for you to be getting your full check deposited on these websites, because again, there's so many different things going on and it's just so easy to scam off of them. So I don't think it's a good idea to put your direct deposit information on a little temporary card and do different things like that. It might be easier to get a bank account if you can. If you cannot do for whatever reason, then I would say try to see if you can get your check in a paper check. But if you just have to go the Chime Cash App way with your direct deposit, then set up the extra level of security, like strong passwords, two-step verifications with a phone number that you know you're going to keep, different things like that. I know Cash App, you can set up a code before you add any money, take any money off. You have to put in your PIN. So different things like that will help protect you as well. But just randomly saving our information to websites, we should not do that. PayPal is really, really nice. You can get a PayPal card. PayPal sends you receipts. You can dispute something like immediately. PayPal ain't responding back on the account. You can call them. They'll communicate. So PayPal is always the number one recommended, I'm going to call it a bank. It's like another good source like that. I mean, they're better than a bank if you ask me. PayPal, definitely make sure they protect your information. So I just seen this card and I was like, this card been sitting for a minute. It is expired to 2027. So I was like, I just thought about that. That'd be such a great thing to do. That way you can protect your personal from your business. If you just want to shop from something online, then, you can do that. But again, do not save the card information when they ask you, do you want to save the login? No. At the bottom of every website that you go to, you can opt out to not save my personal information. What's going on is a lot of data is just being sold around the internet. We feel like it don't affect us because, hey, I haven't seen anything happen, but that's still not true. We don't know how and what they're exactly doing, but I already got our pictures. And let me say this while we're on here too. We'll get into this in a later video, but as far as social media, we have to learn how to not put everything on social media. We do have to protect ourselves at some point. So we don't have to put everything, because social media already knows it anyway. The new AI and everything. People oh, AI is good. AI is not our friend. AI is not with us. It's just crazy to think that if you ever worked in a warehouse and a machine can go down and stop the whole production of everybody's job, then you got to go home 4 hours early. Imagine what AI can do. It's the same thing. It's not human. So it's a robot. These things can malfunction and everything can be messed up. These things can go, and I know that's the way our world is going, but I don't trust it. I don't want anything to do with it as much as I don't need to. So again, with the new app that came out, Remy, people be so quick to just jump on stuff, put their information on everything. Oh my God, this is what I look like with an app or a filter. And it's just you don't know that they're using that to do other things that they want to do, clone or whatever it is that they want to do. So I try to not put so much on the internet, whether it's business or personal, just to protect some of your information, because there's already so much out there. When that app dropped, I was just we just be so quick to jump on everything. Temu. We just was getting out of the Shein scam era. Now here come Temu. We just be so quick to jump on everything because it's affordable. Again, that's okay. But I would just say shop with these places with a grain of salt and try to use more disposable cards. If you don't want to do all of that, honey, I'm just shopping. Okay, cool. Use your regular card, but do not save the information. When you're done shopping, go back, take the address off. You don't need to hold that information. That goes for Amazon too. They don't need to hold that information out. If it's a site like Amazon to where you need to have your address on there, sometimes I go back and just switch the numbers around real quick. And it's not to be paranoid or anything like that. It's just another level of protecting yourself. Again, places like Amazon, YouTube, Facebook already got sued. They looking okay. So they're, I'm sure they're not going to want to get in a tight space. And even if they do, then, we can mess around and sue them folks if, the wrong information get out or different things like that. But to prevent that from happening, there's just some other things that we can do, use a disposable card, be wise when we're shopping online, don't save our personal information, and then just, make sure that we're just, I want to say overall, just being responsible. So I seen this card. I thought to drop this video because that's something that I'm going to be interested in as well. If you want to just get something to eat. And remember in that video, when I was talking about when I went to the bank, when I went to the gas station. I went to the gas station and I used my debit card at the gas station. And sometimes the gas stations hold $100 just to make sure that you have the money on a card before they even process it. I don't know if a lot of people might look at their cards or their bank information after they use the debit card at the gas pump, but I did because something wasn't looking right. And I had that happen to me twice. And I called and they was like, yeah, this is just our policy with this bank that we have. When you use your card at certain locations, the locations will charge, or even the bank will charge, or, they'll put $100, $50 to $100 on hold just to make sure you can even afford your purchase. And I was like, what? Sometimes that go away in 3 business days. Sometimes it might take 14 business days for them to take that hold off. So that's another reason I don't even like using the debit card at the gas pump. I'm using cash. Now, if I need to use, I just straight don't even worry about no card. But again, if it's something like that, like getting gas somewhere with a card, because I know everything's pretty much going card too, then this is something that I'm about to start using. Like, let me see if this card works and see if I can just pull it off of here, because nobody want their money held up just because they want to make this one purchase. So do your extended research. Alexis loves you. Mwah.